Hello, Conversion Plus users. This is Annalisa with Inside Real Estate, and I wanted to go over a couple of different ways of which you can utilize some viewpoints on your agent dashboard to identify some opportunities and leverage the system for additional methods of which you can contact people, break the ice, and so forth. So what we're looking at here is the Conversion Plus agent dashboard, and we're going to take a look at this activity stream here on this left-hand side, as well as your notifications that land on top of that little yield sign with the exclamation point inside of it. So let's go ahead and get started on these notifications. Now, these are built in to let you, the user of Conversion Plus, know that one or more of your contacts has actually displayed some type of behavior that we feel, this is something you should be aware of, because it can also give you the ability to contact them regarding a specific item or purpose. Now, when you're looking at these, anytime you look at your little notification tab here at the top right of your dashboard, that's that little triangle with the exclamation point inside of it. Anytime you see a little red number with a red dot with a number inside of it, that means a contact has exhibited some type of online behavior since the last time of which you logged into your dashboard. So when we're looking at this, we can see there's a little red lightning bolt here saying the lead, Annalisa, about 0 minutes ago requested more information on a listing. They also saved a listing. And we can also see 29 hours ago, at some point that lead had saved a listing that had gone price reduced. So whenever you see an item such as this saved listing reduced, that means the system has seen via the MLS of which you're connected that there has been a price reduction on that listing, and we've immediately sent that lead a heads up, this has been reduced. So this gives you the opportunity to take a look at what was reduced, follow up with the contact, and so forth. So you can scroll through these and try to identify potential contacts for someone. So like if someone's revisited after downtime, maybe that's a good time to give them a call. I mean, we have sent them a message saying, hey, welcome back to the site. But if we have a phone number, you can text them to make sure that the listing alerts are correct. You can call them, welcome them back warmly, see if there's anything that's changed, needs adjusting, and so forth. So it gives you the ability to have these nice personalized points of contact by acting off of this notification. Now, within these notifications, you can also set up alerts to come to you, the agent, as a heads up, this action was just taken. So you can use that in conjunction with these notifications and the notifications on your app, which is basically that mirror image of your desktop with the addition of a dialer. And you can set up these notifications to come to yourself whenever a specific behavior is taking place. So to set that, you're going to click on your name on the upper right and then into My Settings. So you're going to click on your name and then My Settings. And this opens up a configuration page where you update settings. Now we're going to scroll down to this third section that says Lead Alerts and Current Alerts. Actually, second and third section. So you've got Lead Alerts and Current Alerts. So you can tell the system to let you, the agent, know when certain things happen. So you could say, whenever a lead lands on my dashboard with this hashtag, I want to know about it. Or whenever a lead action to an alert comes through and they've saved a listing, I want to know about it. So you can set these up in conjunction with your push notifications on your app as well, so you're immediately notified. And if you wanted to save this information, you can just click Add Alert. The page will reset, and now it's popped us down to Current Alerts. So we were looking at Lead Alerts just below that top configuration section. And when we added it, it then added when any lead comes in with any hashtag that has saved a listing or changed or added an alert, revisited, we want to be told about it. Or in another case, I have it set up to any lead that lands with a star rating or a data validation rating of 3 or more that has the hashtag of Evergreen School District attached to it, and they've saved a listing, I want to know about it. So you have the ability to change these up based on what you're looking for and need to be apprised of. So again, to access this, in regards to the notifications of which you want to be apprised of, above this notification tab, as in beyond, as in addition to. You'll click on your name, My Settings. It will open up this configuration page. You'll scroll down to the second section down, Lead Alerts. Set up your combination of alert of which you may want to be notified, and then you'll be able to review your current alerts right here and also delete them as needed. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this section here on the side called the activity stream. So this is your third section down on the left. I liken this to the pulse point of your database, the pulse point of your dashboard. So if you're a runner and you want to take your pulse to kind of see what your health is, you take your pulse. So this is how you're going to take the pulse rate of your dashboard. Who's been up to what in the last 5 days? So this is my test account. Admittedly, there's not a lot of action here, but what you can see is over the last 5 days, this particular person asked a question. This particular person requested a showing. This person asked a question. Now you're going to see there are 2 questions being asked here. One is showing in gold, meaning it has not been answered yet. And one is showing in green, which shows it has been answered yet. And you can determine this by the color difference as well as the little envelopes here. So we can see this one is closed, meaning we've answered the question. This one is open, meaning we have not, and we need to take action on this question. So this is going to match up with your dashboard on Asked a Question. So whenever you see these gold or red tiles come across the top in gold or red, you're going to see them on your activity stream here as well with a little more information. So if I wanted to open this question up and reply, I would just simply click on the gold tile and the lead will come up, clickable to read about them, or I can right click and open them in a new tab to open up their file. That way I can have both the question and their file open here. Now you can also right click and open up the MLS number if you want to have another window to look at that property. So we've got 329 Sands Road. That is the property of which Annalisa had a question about. And this is where you can actually respond back to them, add a reminder into yourself. And when you respond, note is added to the file, which is pretty nice. So if I click submit, it will close out the task. And now you'll see that bar for the question is gone. We've answered that. If we go back to the activity stream, we can see it's closed the envelope and it's green, meaning we have answered that question. If we go to the actual file for the contact, we can look at the notes as well as the correspondence to see what has been sent out as well. So you have all of these different matters of which to respond to people and keep track. You can also look at their activity tab to see exactly what that particular lead has looked at and when. So there's all sorts of little visual nuances you can pick up on here. So as you're looking at the activity stream here on the left-hand side, I'm just going to go ahead and open that up separately here. So when you're looking at your activity stream, you've got different types of photos, just like you do on the actual activity for the lead itself. Any photo that you see is going to indicate a property of which that person has looked at. And as a visual for you, the agent, if it is a double width or the size of a rectangle instead of a square, it indicates a higher level of interest in that particular property with that particular contact. So if you call them and you're like, hey, I saw you were looking at 31 Sunrise Ridge. Did you want to take a look? Did you have questions, etc.? When you're making that call, you can actually click on this picture to bring up the property. And as you're speaking with them, you have all of the features, interior, exterior, general, map of where they are located in the area, as well as the basic notes we're bringing in from the actual listing itself, a direct link to look at the listing on your own property. And for your edification, you have the listing agent information here on your view on the dashboard internally. And if they start asking about, hey, are there similar homes? Are there homes nearby? Is there anything just listed? All you need to do is scroll down a little bit and you'll see the similar and nearby homes. So similar are going to be homes that are similar in look to what you're currently viewing. If you click on nearby, it shows you all of the homes within 2 miles. So this is especially helpful if you're getting ready to take them out to go see 31 Sunrise Ridge, and maybe it doesn't tick the boxes, but they want to see something in the same area. Well, you've got these, properties in your back pocket as well. So just to recap, you have different types of opportunities when looking at your activity stream. Did you answer the questions or answer the request for the showing? What have they been looking at and when? Do they have a particular interest? Is it a rectangle in shape? A couple of other things to look for is going to be if it's outlined in purple, like instead of a white outline, it had purple, that would indicate it's a listing that is associated with your agency. If you happen to see a listing that's outlined in gold or like a yellow color, that is going to indicate it's a listing that is contingent or pending in status, but could still be something you can act on because you can let them know as a courtesy that it's, under contract or pending contingent, and you can supply them with, additional properties that are similar, which you should already have set up with the alerts. So there's ways you can finesse these conversations to make them know you have their best interest in mind, because you're able to act on all of these different types of clues, whether it's the activity stream overall, past 5 days of everybody, your notifications of which you can act on for follow-up, as well as looking at an individual contact and what they have been up to and what you could possibly act on. So keep an eye out for those different types of opportunities for action and reaching out to folks. And if you ever have any questions anytime, please feel welcome to chat with support here at the bottom right-hand side of your dashboard, or email support@insiderealestate.com. Have